Calling you a radical. More insanity here in fucking Utah. This is what I'm up against. I'm a research PhD. Fucking suicide epidemic, fucking cancer fucking epidemic. This is what I'm up against. So, Colin Karchner, he's the big TED Talks fucking activist that cancel everybody puts up the dangers of social media. Okay. They probably, and if you're on a TED Talk, that they're the worst. That is the most biggest fucking globalist CIA fucking underground propped up crock of shit there ever was. I mean, anybody who ever shows up on one of those, you can guarantee you they're telling you the opposite. So he's dead. You know, Deseret News reports 39 years old. KSL reports 40 years old. His wife reports, now stay with me, this is the thing. You've seen him. He's a perfectly healthy, freaking looking 39-year-old. He's in shape. He's not overweight. Anyway, this is what I'm up against. Dead of natural causes. How can that even be legal for them to print this? You don't die of natural causes at 40 years old. Did he die of COVID? Maybe. Did he die of cancer? Maybe. Did he commit suicide? Maybe. In Utah. Now, this is important for guys like me. You know, I'm fighting for my fuck. I'll show you. This is the thing they turned their back on the real activist, Kevin Blanch. I'm the fucking probably the most important activist in the history of this fucking state. Maybe the country. You know, trying to save you from you. Listen, they lie on suicide rates big time in Utah. That's the Oxycontin epidemic. They lie. They lie on cancer fucking things. By law, you have to have the coroner fucking has to list cause of death on the death certificate. You have to have a death certificate. By law, it has to be printed in a newspaper and the cause of death. They've changed all that. How is that? Why? So guys like me can't fucking count it. The cancer epidemic is off the hook. There are over 600,000 people in the United States this year alone from fucking died of cancer. Already, the cancer rate's gone psychotic post Fukushima meltdowns. I mean, here's Burgess Owens down there. He says, yeah, he said it. Let's go ahead and restart testing. A guy from Brooklyn wants to retest nuclear bombs in fucking southern Utah. Okay. And if you don't believe me on what's going on, look, the administrators of fucking IHC, those fucking rats, who took $1 million from me, cut me off treatment. Mike Lee kicked me off treatment. I have AML leukemia. I was given too much to fucking live 9 years ago right now. I'm in the bone marrow transplant center at LDS. The administrators told me I couldn't be. I told them to fuck off. My doctor says, don't you do whatever you want. You know, they kicked me off. I can tell you, unequivocally, factually, I was head of the support group there for a long time. I'm involved with that community so hardcore because we stick together. They try to keep us separated. On any given day, you can go into the bone marrow transplant at LDS. It serves all of Utah, most of Idaho. And the southern Utah community, which makes up maybe 5% of the Utah population, you go in there any given day, I guarantee you, well over 50% of everyone there dying is from southern Utah. Radioactive. And by the way, this girl I got lost with is total bullshit, but this pisses me off. You know, it's sad that he's gone. You don't die at 40 years old of natural causes. This is important. I got a big gun-toting, hillbilly tough guy buddy of mine, you know, who giving me shit about my cancer. Well, God's will, God this, you know, going to see American manufactured Jesus. I'm like, okay. And you want to see a fight? I'll show you a fight. One day, come with me. Hang with me one day. Any of Utah, hang with me one day. Open heart surgery, valve replaced, gallbladder ruptured, no insurance. And thank you, everybody, who supported historic work. AML de novo non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. That's a 1% survival. I'll show it. Fuck, you have no clue what a fight is. I mean, tough? I'll show you fucking tough. Go in the fucking cute bone marrow transplant at the top at LDS, by the way, which is one fantastic group of doctors. And the nurses are the best in the world. The PAs, the best in the world. They're madman scientists that mixes up their cocktails, the best in the world. The best PAs in the world, their cancer psychologist is fucking the greatest. Kelly, I mean, what she did for me. Mike Lee kicked me off Medicaid. So, I talked to his sister and says, I saw his obituary. He was 51. Natural cause. I said, what the fuck? She says, Kevin, he got the same disease as you. Got AML leukemia. What? Yeah, it got in his eyes, and he just started going blurry. He went to the doctor, and the doctor says, "Well, you need to go because to the see this doctor." And then this doctor ran the blood test and elevated white count. You know, it wasn't that shitty doctor that I had in my Quack D. By the way, McKay D, the first oncologist, or not oncologist, Vincent Hansen's the greatest, but the emergency room doctors, they booted me out of there. Told me nothing was wrong with me. The girl who scanned me, my neighbor Natalie, has passed away recently of a heart attack, and the doctor didn't even read the fucking scan. And he told me I had an elevated white count, sent me home. Told me nothing was wrong with me. Dr. Taos, who scouted me, told me nothing was wrong with me. Japanese doctor sent me home, told me nothing wrong with me. And God for Vincent Hansen. You know, I come from a family of doctors. Thomas, what a genius that dude was. God, he was always pissed at me. He saved me from the grave. Kevin, don't let him ever open you unless you're going to die. They wanted to gut me, and I wouldn't let them. Because I listened to him. Because I believed in him. She says, Kevin, so they ran the test, and they're good with the blood test, but then they bone marrow biopsied him. Sent me into this doctor, and doctor bone marrow biopsy. They wicked. I've had 13 of them. Right then, she says, he went crazy. He didn't know what one was. They lay you up on your hip, drill into your hip, going, they're fucking nasty. And then he started to freak out. And they said, well, you got to go to LDS, East State Bone Marrow Transplant Center. You're going to have to, go in and fight for your life, which is a fight. The day they send you in there, I went in there on 11/11/11. It's like being run over by a fucking freight. It's like being hit for a freight train. You don't even know what you're in for. But it's one spiritual great fight. And I love everybody in there and everybody who's fought. In the name of Marshall Jensen, in the name of Carter Hennessy, in the name of all of them, Judy, Tracy. They're dead. I'm going to fight for them the rest of my life because I know who murdered them, the nuclear industry. Guys like Burgess Owen, Donald Trump want to restart fucking testing. Barack Obama killed him. She says he went in there and they went to put the central line because they put a central line in your jugular vein, wrap around your collarbone, put it in you. Fucking put a lumbar stand up in your spine, up into your brains. He freaked out, went psycho, and started to cry and going crazy, and he had a heart attack right there and died. Whoa, real tough guy. Well, he died of AML leukemia. By the way, COVID-19, which a guy I grew up with, I saw his obituary in there, and his family did list that he died of COVID. Thank you. Holtz, good guy, great fucking guy. I worked with him. I raked asphalt with him. A lot of people that have cancer are dying right now because of COVID in Utah. Utah's overwhelmed with it because of the denial. I have Denuvo on the move. This thing's on the move. It's dangerous as fuck. Just like my cancer, Denuvo. You list the cause of fucking death of this. Oh, famous activist, TED Talk talked about it. He's going to save you. He's going to save you. But when he dies at 40 years old of natural causes. That's when you know that the fucking social engineering has worked. TED Talks has worked. TED Talks has socially engineered you into a cattle chute. Fucking get on the boxcar, take the shit. When you're willing to say that you died, okay, my life's only going to live to be 40 years old. You should live to be 100, easily. It's fucking outrageous. It's very sad. I'm sad for his family, and I think he had children. But how did he go? We need to know. Guys like me need to know. Because the state of Utah lies. I know for a fact the cancer rate's gone psychotic here in Utah. I know for a fact. They just like they tried to cover up the COVID-19 numbers. How many people did that cost their fucking lives? I mean, look at it now. The fucking emergency rooms these fucking ICU units are overwhelmed. They've had to back off treatment for cancer victims because your neutrophils go to zero and COVID fucking ravishes up. I mean, how many people that have cancer are dying because COVID gets, oh boy. They've had to back off chemo. They've had to back off treatment. And don't tell me, and I'm sick of the armchair fucking doctors out there telling me how to survive. That's a 1% survival fucking bracelet. I was given 2 months to live 9 years ago. You shouldn't be telling me, you should be asking me. So, I'll get by with a little help from my friends. Thank you everybody who supported this historic work. I'll be in D.C. for this historic election. And you vote for Burgess Owens, you deserve everything you get in Southern Utah. Fucking restart open air test fucking in Nevada. What the fuck? What the fuck is Utah lost their ever fucking life elevated, life excavating? Natural causes, really? I'm sad he's gone. It's horrible. any young person to die like this. But you list the cause of death as natural causes, that's a fucking crime. Stay tuned.